Hello friends, in this video we can continue with the steering gearbox. Myself Mr. SP Udgave, Department of Mechanical Engineering, SIT COE. Now the steering gears are enclosed in box called as the steering gear box. There are many different designs of the steering box. There are as follows. First one is the worm and wheel steering gear, worm and sector steering gear, cam and lever steering gear, recirculating ball type steering gear, and finally there is a rack and pinion steering gear. Now we can see one by one. So first one, worm and wheel steering gear. The system consists of worm wheel which is carried in bearing in cast iron case. In case it is made in two halves. The outer end of the worm wheel is fixed to a drop arm which is having ball end to connect this side rod, and the side rod is connected to the steering arm which is fixed to the stub axle. The worm which is keyed on the steering shaft have mesh with the worm wheel, and the steering wheel is mounted at the upper end of the steering shaft. When driver rotates the steering, then drop arm moves either backward or forward direction. This motion results in of the stub axle. So figure shows that is a related worm and worm wheel. Now we can continue with the second, that is a worm sector steering gear. In this type of steering box, the end of the shaft from the steering wheel has a worm gear attached to it. It meshes with directly with the sector gear, so called because of it is a section of full gear wheel. And when the steering wheel is turned, the shaft turn the worm gear, and the sector gear, that is pivots the ground around its axis as it teeth moved along with the worm gear. The sector gear is mounted on the cross shaft which passes through the steering box and out of the bottom, where it is a spline and the pitman arm is attached to the splines. Next, cam and lever steering gear. Here is the helical groove is formed at the bottom end of the steering wheel shaft, and the helical grooves engages the projected pin of the drop arm spindle lever. The drop arm is made rigid with the lever by spline spindle, and the to and fro motion is obtained at the drop arm when the steering wheel shaft is turned. The motion results to the turning of the stub axle. The end play of the steering wheel, that is a shaft, can be adjusted by the putting the suitable washer at the lock nut. And final, there is a recirculating ball type. The ball which are in two sets are recirculated through the guides, and the movement of the nut causes the wheel sector to turn an angle and actuate the link rod, that is through the drop arm, resulting in desired steering of wheels. The end play of the worm can be adjusted by means of the adjuster nut provided. To compensate for the wear of the teeth on the nut and the worm, the two parts, that is brought near to the body, and to achieve this it is a teeth on the nut are made, that is a tapered in the plane perpendicular to the plane, that is shown in figure. And finally, the rack and pinion, that is a steering gear. The figure shows the some cars have variable ratio of, of steering which uses the rack and pinion gear set that has a different tooth pitch and the number of tooth per inch, that is a in the center than it is has the outside. This makes the car respond quickly when steering turns. The rack is near to the center and also reduces the effort near the wheels turning limits. Thank you. Stay connected for the next videos.